of the agency, which is the Minister of Petroleum, should know. Are you implying by any chance that the Minister of Petroleum might have failed in their duty to get the message across?
Far from that. The minister might have his reasons, and I believe this will be communicated at the right time. I'm not in a position to speak about what informed what the minister's decision at the time he did what he did.
Okay, the final question then, just as we round up now. A number of people have responded to us on Twitter. They're watching and they're saying definitely they know the price of kerosene. I haven't bought kerosene for God knows how long, but those who are buying, who are on Twitter, they're saying that definitely they haven't found a place where they can buy kerosene for 40 naira as is the subsidized rate. What do you say to that?
We didn't say 40 naira. We release it to retailers at 40.9. They are to sell it at 50 naira. And when you go to NNPC mega stations, you will not buy kerosene at more than 50 naira. What we said is that when we give this kerosene to other distributors, we have no control over how they sell this product at the prices at which they sell them. There are agencies responsible for monitoring pricing. It is their job to ensure that this is done. It is not the responsibility of NNPC to go out policing or monitoring other participants in the market, whether they are selling at 50 naira or 100 naira. No, that is not our job. Our job is to ensure that there is the product and that it is given to distributors at 40.9, and we tell them the template is 50. When they leave our depots, we have finished as far as you're concerned with them.
Okay, just before I let you go, Dr. Ibrahim, where should Nigerians turn when they discover that what is given at our expense, taxpayers' money used to subsidize kerosene, and it's going to the retailers at 40.9, and they're expected to sell at 50 naira, and some of them, from what we gathered on Twitter now, they're selling at 120 and 130. Who should Nigerians turn to make sure that they revert back to what they're getting, so that they're not maximizing the profit they're making from a subsidized product?
There are agencies of government responsible for it. There is the PPPRA, for example, that is responsible for paying the differential between what we sell this to and what we import this. In other words, the subsidy price is paid by an agency. That agency, I believe, should be in a position to go and say, listen, this is what this product is supposed to be sold at, because we have paid a difference or the subsidy. Nigerians can also demand that this is their right. They know government has said this should be sold at 50 naira. So if it's sold at 50 naira and it's not being sold at 50 naira, they should ask for their right. One thing I can say is that you cannot go to any NNPC mega station and say that you have found they are selling this to you at 100 naira or so. They are selling it to you at the price we said they should sell it.
Okay. But Dr. Ibrahim, there's so few NNPC stations.
Okay.
Yes, there are so few. We're working hard to expand on this to make it across the country. But the point is this: we do not want to throw out every player from the market. No. Nigerians have a right to be in the oil and gas business. NNPC encourages and would encourage great participation by private sector in the industry. Okay, the issue is not whether we have as many retail stations, that is NNPC, as we should. The key thing, I believe, is to ensure that when a decision is taken, when a law is passed, that this thing is sold at 15 naira, authorities must ensure that it is implemented. Authorities must ensure that if anybody breaks or breaches that law or decision, he or she should be sanctioned. We know that you go to filling stations, you get things higher than what they are supposed to be. If every agency of government is to sit up and do its work the way it should, I believe that this will not continue.
Okay. Dr. Ibrahim, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Dr. Umar Ibrahim, Acting Group General Manager, Public Affairs over at the NNPC. Thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Can I? Yes, please. Thank you. Just I wanted to make one little clarification. You had asked why doesn't NNPC publish its audited accounts. NNPC is not a limited liability company, neither is it a PLC. It is a government corporation. We are accountable to the government, and the government is accountable to the people. That is the difference between us and limited liability companies or PLCs, where anybody can go and invest or subscribe to shares and would therefore want to see in public what his corporation or company is doing.
Okay, thank you very much,
Dr.
Ibrahim. We will continue again. I'm sure the controversy that has been generated by this is not likely to go away in the next few days. We look forward to having conversation with you again on this issue. Thank you. We'll take a short break now, and when we're back, we'll bring you another interesting conversation.